What's going on, guys? This is Miasin. So we just got a bunch of new cards. Well, not really that many, but I mean, I guess 3 cards. And the set spoiler for Wild Survivors, which is technically nothing new because we already knew it from the OCG. But now we know which kind of collector rares we're going to be getting, which is good for people that are trying to max rarity their decks. So relevant for dinosaurs and also maybe some ritual cards and something, I don't even know. Oh, Vanquish Soul, actually, the new competitive archetype. Anyways, before this video starts, make sure you like and subscribe. You already know the drill, and now let's get right into it. Alright, so first things first, I actually kind of forgot what all of these monsters were. Obviously, I know that they're dinosaur monsters and they're pretty good, but I don't know, you know, just by reading the name, what is the actual card itself. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Ultimate Conductor Tyranno getting a collector rare treatment, so leading Overraptor as well. And then I don't really care about anything else outside of this, actually, because these cards are definitely going to be creating a tier 1 deck. That's what they did in the OCG. By the way, this is not going to be legal for YCS Philadelphia because this is going to be getting released on June 1st. So yeah, literally right after YCS Philadelphia, if I recall correctly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so that sucks for everybody who really wanted to play this deck now, but yeah, you're going to have to wait for, I don't know, maybe we're going to be getting some nationals in some obscure countries like in June or something. We've been getting a lot of nationals in like Europe and South America lately, but obviously nothing in, you know, North America because we have North American World Championship qualifiers. Anyways, very cool deck, honestly. Fire Formation Tenki as a collector rare, that's pretty cool. And then, oh, they actually finally changed the name Nouvelle instead of Nouvelles. Yeah, because that actually just made no sense. The word literally didn't make any sense, but yeah, Nouvelle is maybe a little better, but it still doesn't really make any sense to just mean news. So, I don't know, unless I'm missing something, but yeah. Chef's Special Recipe, I don't think that's even that good. So yeah, this as a collector rare makes no sense. Hungry Burger as a collector rare definitely makes sense because it's the best ritual monster in the entire game. It doesn't even need an effect to be good. Animadorned Archosaur collector rare, and then the rest is completely irrelevant. Obviously some nice reprints, like there can only be one. Really broken card this format, but you know, as a rare, nobody's gonna care. Alright, the next V-Jump promo was going to be like a revamped version of Super Polymerization, but if the name is Over Future Fusion, then it might be a combination of Future Fusion and Overload Fusion, which might make it really nice in Cyber Dragon, because obviously in case you were an anime fan, you would know that this card was actually played by the Dark Zane, I think, or was it even played by the Good Zane as well? I forgot. No, it was definitely played by the Evil Zane because that's how he summoned Chimera Tech over Dragon the first time. So yeah, definitely if we could get like a Cyber Dragon only version of this card that allows us to like send Hertz and Core from the deck to the grave, that would actually be like a, you know, a starter. So that would be really freaking nice. I would love for more Cyber Dragon support because it's been like 5 years actually since Cybernetic Horizon, and we're definitely due for like, you know, better support because let's face it, everything up until now for Cyber Dragon has been very mediocre at best ever since we got the Cyber Dragon structure deck. You know, obviously we got like, you know, 2 3-ofs, right? We had Cyber Dragon Core and Emergency and obviously Overflow, but apart from that, most cards in the Cyber Dragon decks are like 1-ofs and 2-ofs, which is really frustrating. But yeah, I definitely have hope. Hopefully this is going to be broken. Alright, the first new card is Junk Mail, level 1 Earth Warrior Tuner effect monster. 400 attack on 100 defense. You can only use the second effect that discards Z once per turn. It's not a synchron monster. A synchro monster that used this card as material cannot be destroyed by battle. That's really weak. This card is in your graveyard, and you control a synchro monster whose original name includes Warrior, Synchron, or Stardust, except during the turn this card was sent to the grave. You can special summon this card, but banish it if it leaves the field. Okay, I mean, it doesn't lock you under anything, but it doesn't have like an effect to special summon itself from the hand, so it's only really from the graveyard. And also, it's except during the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, so that's actually really dog shit. I hate this card. It's really bad. Alright, Volcanic Emission. Yeah, I'm not even gonna waste any more of the time of your time on that card. Either take 1 volcanic monster from your deck and either add it to your hand or special summon it, ignoring its summoning conditions, but return it to the hand during the end phase. Okay, you're not negating the effect of the monster you're summoning, and also returning it back to the to your hand on the end phase can actually be really good because if you summon like a rocket, for example, I think the search is on any kind of summon like normal, special, and flip summon. Yeah, when this card is summoned, you can add 1 Blaze Accelerator card from your deck or graveyard to your hand. Oh, it's an optional 1 effect, so it misses timing. So if you summon something with this being Chainlink 2 or higher, Volcanic Rocket doesn't search, so definitely be aware of that. But apart from that, yeah, I mean, being able to get like double search is really really interesting. Volcanic Scattershot will not trigger its effect to like destroy monsters if you send it to the grave. Actually, you can't. It's either add to your hand or special summon. Okay, anyways, second effect. Target 1 power monster on the field. Inflict damage to your opponent equal to its original attack and if you control the target at activation, the damage inflicted by this effect is halved. Yeah, this is actually really bad because you would have to like give a pyro monster to your opponent. I think there might be like one card that gives like a token to your opponent, but whatever. You can only use each effect of this card once per turn. I'm just like kind of disappointed, honestly. Obviously, this is like the only, good effect because I think Volcanic is supposed to be like a somewhat of a trap heavy deck anyways. It doesn't really do anything to like really hurt your opponent unless again, I'm missing something. But yeah, Volcanic Trooper, it searches a Volcanic card. Volcanic Rocket searches a Blaze Accelerator card. So you got 2 searchers on summon, and then again, being able to bounce them back would be like an extra search because you're gonna just normal summon it next turn again. But that's kind of all it really does. All right. Speaking of fire, we've got a fire Salamangreat monster. This one's really good. There's a reason why I said a fire, and actually the name is Salamangreat of Fire. Level 2 fire Cyberus effect monster, 800 attack and defense. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn. If this card is normal or special summoned, brace yourselves. You can add 1 level 4 or lower Salamangreat monster from your deck to your hand, except itself. Also, you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the turn except fire monsters. Alright, so you can say adios to Baguska and Dweller, which kind of sucks, but at the same time, there is that new Link 4 monster that I think when it's Link summoned, relinked rather, Link summoned using itself as a material, you can search any Salamangreat card from your deck to your hand. So the fact that Gazelle can send you like one of your traps, and then the Link 4 can actually send the other one, is definitely really interesting, but this card is a 1-card combo, obviously if you go uninterrupted, which is not the end of the world because this deck doesn't really lose to hand traps or anything. Like literally half of your deck would be like extenders from your hand and graveyard, if anything, way more than that. Almost every single Salamangreat monster is never a dead card. So this is really cool. Fire only for the rest of the turn kind of sucks a little bit. I feel like Konami's trying to make Salamangreat more of like a Salamangreat deck and less of a utility deck and a gateway to make like generic rank and, Xyz monsters and stuff like that. So I guess this is their way of giving like very good, but at the same time very balanced support for Salamangreat, because if that restriction was not a thing, this card would have been like really unfair. And now this is a little better, I want to say still a little better than Lady Debug, because you can search this with Salamangreat Circle in case you literally have nothing, and it can still allow you to, go places, but, let's face it, this is not going to make Salamangreat tier 1 out of no. I mean, it's been tier 1 in the past. It's been really good back in the Danger Thunder, combo format with like Sky Striker and Orchist as well, and also Pure Thunder Dragon, and then it became like better, even better after that when the Danger Thunder combo deck got nerfed. I don't know, it's cool. Anyways, at the start of the damage step, if your Cyrus monster battles, you can banish this card from your grave, destroy that monster you control. Alright, so this is the exact same effect as the Adignister Achichi. I think that's the name of the card. It's the level 2 Adignister monster. I think this also has the exact same stats. Yeah, Achichi Adignister, yeah, level 2 Fire Cybers, 800. Exact same effect, literally no difference. Like it's a copy-paste, but instead of reading Adignister monster, it reads Salamangreat monster. So that's just the only difference between the two monsters, which is actually really freaking cool. The fact that there's actually almost like overlap. Maybe it's gonna become like Mathmecha Adignister, where people start, incorporating like other engines in the deck, but I don't think it would really make sense because Salamangreat is now xenophobic with any non-fire archetype, actually. Anyways, you can still kaiju your opponent with Dogoran using this card, and you can still summon Kurikara after this lock, so that's really interesting, right? Yeah, so you obviously can't play Santa Claus and, those generic monsters that summon themselves, but you can play whatever fire monster you really want that actually does something for you. So overall, I think these cards are really interesting and honestly pretty decent. Well, I mean, I'm really only referring to this one. This one is definitely also interesting, but not super broken. This card actually sucks. It's literally junk, like actual dog shit. And yeah, we don't really have an effect for that. But yeah, obviously, the new Vanquished Soul, I'm probably gonna make a full video on that one because it's a really cool archetype. That's pretty much all I had to say and showcase for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts about all these new cards in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.